It's that time of the month again. Time for some previews of things that are going to come out in the future. This first one's going to be probably DC and IDW for November, coming out in December, January, probably January, February period around there. But DC didn't have that much new stuff this month, so again, I'm going to put them in with the IDW, but it's more of the all-in. Starting with all-in Superman Lex Luthor Special number 1. During the battle of the House of Brainiac, Lex Luthor's memories were wiped clean. But now, after the events of DC All-In Special number 1, the world needs Lex to remember his past. There is a key piece of information in Lex's lost memories that could unlock an epic mystery that plagues Superman and the Justice League. But what if Lex doesn't want to remember? Would Superman sacrifice Lex's newfound peace to solve a secret, even if it means the return of Superman's fiercest rival? Who's that? Darkseid? Not sure who his fiercest rival is. Brainiac? We got all in Aquaman number 1. In the wake of absolute power, Arthur Curry's powers have evolved to powerful new heights, and this is one king ready to use them to kick some serious butt. Mammoth water construction, kaijus have emerged from each of the 7 seas, and only Aquaman's water warping abilities can stop them. But not if they kill the good king in the process. Enter Dagon, Arthur's guide on the quest to unlock the secrets of the blue. But what deadly secret awaits Arthur on his journey? It's an all-new era for Aquaman, by acclaimed creators Jeremy Adams and John Timms, that will leave you cheering. There's some imagery on the next page. I don't know, okay, I'm looking at the wrong list there. I'm like, why did I have number 9 written down? Alright, we got another all-in Justice League, the Atom Project number 1. In the wake of absolute power, the superpowers of planet Earth are in chaos, and it's up to the newly reformed Justice League to restore order to that chaos. Enter Ray Palmer and Ryan Choi, together as the heroes called Atom. These brilliant minds get to work crafting the world's first superpower reallocation and backup system, codenamed the Atom Project. But not everyone wants their powers back, and Captain Atom is hell-bent on preventing his missing atomic abilities from ever being found. Join John Ridley and Ryan Perot and Mike Perkins down the rabbit hole of an intense atomic-fueled spy thriller that will drop change on the DCU like an atomic bomb. Some interesting covers in there. Alright, now I gotta jump a few pages to, looks like another all-in Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum number 1. Following the events of the Civil Corps, a new era in Green Lantern mythology begins. Once again, Wah has become the epicenter of the Green Lantern Corps, bringing justice to the furthest corners of the galaxy. But a new threat has emerged. Beings that manifest uncontrolled parts of the emotional spectrum have randomly appeared throughout the universe, dubbed Fractal Lanterns. Hal and the reformed Green Lantern Corps set off to police this strange new phenomenon while uncovering a sinister plot that could eliminate the very essence of sentient life. I thought the whole Green Lantern Corps was wiped out because of Hal. I thought Hal was wiped out because of all that too. I thought maybe they were starting a whole new group of characters, but apparently they're bringing back the old ones. Guess they're going to be re-given life again. It's like, it's good to be a superhero because you're the only one that lives forever, and then all the regular people around them keep getting killed because they don't arrest. They want to arrest the criminals instead of putting them down after they've killed a bunch of innocents. Always kind of strange to me, but alright, we got DC Power, another all-in. Rise of the Power Company, #1. The Justice League's watchtower looming in the skies is intended to inspire hope and faith in superheroes. But not everyone believes metahumans act in humanity's best interest. The fringe beliefs that Waller was right have grown louder as paramilitary groups take to the streets to take Earth back for the human race. Enter Josiah Power, a meta-attorney who's seen enough of rising hate and sets out to assemble a team not only to protect black and brown communities from these new threats, but also to rebuild human faith in heroes. DC Power returns for a third year in a new format, continuing the storylines from Absolute Power and All In, and setting the stage for the return of the Power Company. Alright, we got looks like DC's Lex and the City. It's Valentine's Day, which means that love and heartbreak are sweeping every city in the DCU. This anthology collects 8 stories of heroes and villains looking for love in the big city, which practically feels like its own character. Lex Luthor laments over the one that got away, the big, ever-elusive metropolitan man, Superman. Raven and Beast Boy embark on a romantic scavenger hunt across San Francisco, which just might be a trap, and Damian Wayne runs a dating advice gauntlet through Gotham City, organized by none other than the dating master himself, Tim Drake. Gather your gal pals, pour yourself a Cosmo, and hit your nearest comic shop. DC's Lex in the City is coming this January. Not into the Valentine's Day stories myself, but if you are, that might interest you. Didn't grab me though. Alright, we got, why do I have, oh, this is the page I have, okay. Limited edition, The Untold Legend of Batman #1. It says read all 3 issues of the special limited series. From comics legend Len Wein, Jim Aparo, and John Byrne comes this haunting and introspective tale that puts all of the Caped Crusaders' detective skills to the test. When the original Batsuit worn by Bruce Wayne's late father is stolen from the Batcave, Batman begins an investigation into the possible culprit, which leads him to recollect the origins of close allies, such as Robin and Alfred, and foes like Joe Chill and the Joker. This special edition reprint collects all 3 issues of the limited series. Alright, we got... Next page has something. Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia, if you're fans of Jimmy Olsen. And it did. Super Pals. And it did. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen is documenting the heroism of his friends and learning how to use this cool new technological marvel. When the villainous Toy Boy and his mischief League of the Multiverse get their hands on knockoff versions of the device, they won't stop until they fulfill his deadly plans. Can Jimmy save the day? With his buddies Rip Hunter and Linda Park by his side, Jimmy's definitely up for the challenge. They embark on a planet and dimension-hopping adventure, encountering a who's who of the DC universe and discovering that not all heroes wear capes. Look out, world. We got Stario in here, and got a variety of characters on these sample pages. Now we're jumping to My Adventures with Superman. A strange encounter with one of Professor Ivo's robotic creations leads Superman into a strange struggle with spy agency Checkmate, mercenary Slade Wilson, and even the government of the United States. What does the artificial intelligence known as Amazo, or Amazo probably, want from Superman, and is it friend or foe? This is by Josie Campbell, Pablo M. Calar. To bring their super fresh take on the young Man of Steel, set in between seasons 1 and 2, this is an untold tale from the early years of Superman's legacy. And the final one for DC Connect, that looks like something new, but usually in the back these are just collected editions. I'm guessing, well, they do have Gotham City Sirens, Trigger Happy. When a violent and highly illegal energy drink-sponsored hunting operation threatens the lives of wildlife and the residents of Gotham City alike, the only ones fit to save the day are the criminal trio of Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn. Back together again for the first time in years, sometimes the only way to fight bad is with even worse. With special appearances by White Rabbit, Punchline, and introducing the Himbo Cowboy Henchman sensation, soon to be sweeping the nation, known as the Nasty Boys. The wrestlers are coming to comic books? Get your chaps, spurs, and hats out, 'cause it's hunting season. This is done by Leah Williams, Daniel Hilliard, and more. Collects the entire miniseries in one guts, goo, and grit-filled collection. And we got Multiverses Collision Detected that collects 1 to 6 if you're missing out. But yeah, that's it for the DC. Got some bat calls on the back of the magazine this month. Looks like it's a Target. They got DC Direct, you got Target Gold Label Collection, you got McFarlane Toys, and DC WB. So, I don't know. I didn't see them in this month's catalog, so I might have scanned over them, but I'm guessing you gotta get each one somewhere separately. And then we'll knock out the IDW catalog too, since we're running a little quick. It's like my camera's a little fuzzy. I don't like that. There we go. Now it's back. I wonder why it's doing that now. Well, hopefully it didn't do it during the whole last catalog, but if it did, I am sorry, and I'm not redoing it. Alright. I like that TMNT cover. Mikey's diving into some green goo floating in the sewers. Looks like the outskirts of the city sewers. Alright. We're starting with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. IDW didn't have much new stuff either, but they had stuff that's compilation stuff that I figured I'd mention. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan. The 136-page trade paperback. Oroku Kurai takes center stage in this action-packed battle for control of the Foot Clan. Kurai has spent her life in the shadow of men, First her father, then her grandfather, Orokusaki, the so-called Shredder, but no more. Now the Foot Clan is hers to command, and she has grand designs on seeing her clan reach its full potential. Karai has learned that Saki shared mystical secrets with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Secrets meant only for those loyal to the Foot, as she and those loyal to her set out to master the ancient way of the ninja. She'll discover that she's not the only one who lays claim to the Foot Clan's destiny. Eric Burnham and Mateus Santaluco told the secret history of the Foot Clan. Now they return to lay out the future. Alright, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Mirage years. That would be 1993 to 1995. There's 360 pages. Looks like it's hardcover. Discover a lost piece of TMNT history in this collection of all 13 issues in their original colors from Mirage Studios, previously out of print. They are bright colors that they used in Mirage. It has that glowing green ooze type feel to it. After the original 62 issue run of TMNT, Mirage continued the series with a new number 1 in 1993, and it ran for 13 issues in total. This 13 issue run by TMNT veteran Jim Lawson is now known as TMNT Volume 2. Picking up after the events of City at War, collected in TMNT Compendium Volume 3, Donatello and Splinter recuperate in Northampton, while the rest of the Turtles are in New York City with April. Meanwhile, Baxter Stockman wreaks havoc in the desert at a top-secret DARPA facility. As the family drifts apart, a killer robot controlled by Stockman has April in its sights, and the boys have to come together to fight it off. I wouldn't mind that one. I always like that bright neon colorization. Just makes all the designs pop a little more. I like the Mirage comics. I got a variety of things from their company. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Best of Nobody. This one I couldn't figure out who Nobody is. Is this a character that I missed, or was this during the superhero phase? Not sure, but it's 100 pages. One of many costumed crime fighters to cross paths with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the mantle of nobody has been worn by few, but always served as a symbol for good and a beacon of allyship to the TMNT. Officer Longer, April O'Neil, Angel Bridge, these are some of the greatest hits under the cowl of nobody. Collecting Tales of TMNT Turtles number 2, Tales of TMNT number 60, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2011 number 34, and material from TMNT Universe number 23. Also featuring a cover gallery with art from Kevin Eastman and Mateus Sadaluco. Now the pages that they're showing definitely looks interesting. I'm going to actually put that in my possibility list. I'll give it a big old circle. See what happens if you want to find out what I decide to actually get this month from the catalogs, and what others from our Crimson Cull Comic Club decide to get. It's usually a nice variety of things. A few things that a few of us decide to get, and if at least 3 of us are gonna pick it up, then it ends up becoming a club pick, which we'll talk about on the show in group format. But yeah, check out Crimson Cull Comic Club if you want to know the actual comics that I'm going to pick for the month and what others are picking. And now we gotta go to, went past it. We got Star Trek Defiant. Nope, that's number 23. Why would I? I'm looking at the wrong thing again. Never mind. There's some Star Trek stuff for IDW, but it's ongoing. I'm looking back at the DC Connect pages instead of the IDW pages. We got My Little Pony Rise of Cadence. This is 40 pages. Behold, an answer to one of the major questions remaining from Friendship is Magic. How did Princess Cadence become an alicorn? The beloved alicorn may seem like she was born to rule the Crystal Empire, but pick up this book to see how she earned her place as one of Equestria's most notable figures. Join us for a deep dive into the origin of Cadence and discover how she was transformed from a Pegasus into the princess of love and light we know today. And you would think an alicorn would be like a pony that's a hobo living on the streets in an alley or something. I don't know. Don't know what an alicorn is supposed to be, actually. Then we got Paul Smith's Uncanny X-Men Artist Edition for friends that like the extra artwork and stuff. A veritable, this is 204 pages, which is nice, but it's got one hell of a price tag. They're retailing it at $150 hardcover. A veritable cornucopia of classic Paul Smith original X-Men art, collected in a one glorious artist edition. Although the art appears to be in black and white, all artist editions are shot in color, so all the subtle nuances are clearly visible to the reader, and printed at 100% size as drawn, a massive 12 by 17 inches. The only better way to see Paul Smith's original art would be to hold it in your own hands. This volume not only includes pages from his original run on X-Men, number 165 to 175, but also showcases his classic 2-issue crossover event, X-Men Alpha Flight, plus all of the original covers and 2 special foldouts of Marvel Fanfare number 4 and X-Men Alpha Flight number 1. And it's an expensive ass book, but I don't even know that name, but I'm also not a fan of X-Men, so that could be why. I like the individual characters, but not the team up stuff. Not sure. Don't know Paul Smith. His artwork, from what I'm seeing, looks more old school barbarian-ish. Yeah, not really feeling it. It's alright. It's alright. And it looks like the last one is Dream Over. 312 pages. Amber's a headstrong goofball with a temper. Nico's a shy, self-conscious emo boy. But they've been best friends since 3rd grade, and she can't hide her feelings for him any longer. At the end of their 8th grade beach trip, she confesses, and the feeling is mutual. Thus begins a glorious, blissful summer of first love. But once high school starts, life gets more complicated. Faced with early mornings, bullies, homework, and other stresses, Amber and Nico cling to each other, neglecting their friends. Soon Amber starts to wish she and Nico could escape from it all. One night as they fall asleep playing video games, Amber gets her wish. Probably gets sucked into a video game, I'm guessing. But yeah, I got some sample pages there. Then in the back they always do some stuff that's coming out this month already. I did not get on the TMNT Naruto thing. Artwork looks kind of sloppy manga-ish. Not really feeling that. So I don't mind that I didn't pick that one up. Alright, that's it for DC and IDW for November, coming out in probably January, February. And we will get back with more previews right after this. So keep following Under the Cult of MS. Rate, review, subscribe. Tell a friend. Give us those thumbs up, those likes. They help us out. And we will get back to you with more stuff soon. Alright? Bye.